child abuse, domestic violence. Unhappy family of child abuse, domestic violence. In 2019, a sensational news report, 10 years old girl, Mia-chan, was abused by her father and dead. Mia-chan asked for help to her elementary school because she was abused by father. Her school disclosed her consultation to her father. His violence became radical. The local child welfare center tried to protect her. By his brute objection, the center let her live with father. She died shortly thereafter. Public prosecutor accused him by injury, assault, and etc. The court recognized that he did not provide food and sleep to her. He ordered her standing in the bathroom with wet sheet, kept bathing in shower. As a result, she died. The court ordered 16 years in prison. Mia-chan's mother sentenced imprisonment for 2 years and 6 months, suspended with 5-year probation already. He appealed to Tokyo High Court denying his abuse. Japanese National Police Agency published statistics of juvenile delinquency, child abuse, and child sexual damages in 2019. The slide chart said the number of cleared cases increased in 10 years. It becomes 4 times in 10 years and reaches 2,000 in a year. Physical violence, blue-colored, occupied a big part. Sexual damage, purple-colored, increased. It is miserable that over 40 children died by child abuse in a year. These are recent news reports. You can see child abuse like Mia-chan case and parents disciplining right. It often ban protecting child by Child Welfare Center. Parental authority. Parental authority is in Japanese shinken. Civil Code Article 820 provides a person who exercises parental authority holds the right and bears the duty to care for or educate the child for the child's interest. It includes care and education. Care means housing, food and clothing, breeding, receive medical treatment, disease prevention. Education means mental training, moral training, physical education, both home education and school education. Discipline is chokai in Japanese. Civil Code provides discipline. Article 822 provides a person who exercises parental authority may discipline the child to the extent necessary for the care and education under the provision of Article 820. Discipline is permitted unless it harms child's physical and mental health. If discipline exceeds, it is child abuse. The Act on Child Abuse Prevention, Article 2 restricts, if child dead, it is injury resulting in death provided Penal Code Article 205. Civil Code amended to introduce new 3 types of restricting parental authority: loss, suspension, and loss of right of administration of property. By expanding claimants, child, relatives, guardian of minor, its supervisor, public prosecutor can ask restricting the parental authority to the family court. Article 834 provides lost parental authority. If a father or mother has abused his or her child or abandoned the child in a bad place, the family court may, at the request of the child, any relatives of the child, a guardian of a minor, a supervisor of a guardian of a minor, or a public prosecutor, make a ruling of loss of parental authority with regard to the father or mother. In Article 834-2, subsection 1 provides suspension of parental authority. Make a ruling on suspension of parental authority. Article 835 provides loss of right of administration of property. Make a ruling of loss of the right of administration of property. This graph shows the number of resolved cases of restriction of parental authority and cases by Child Welfare Law Article 28, subsection 1 and subsection 2. Child Welfare Law Article 28 provides, as the case of child abuse, local government order to restrict parental authority. The number of resolved cases of loss and suspension of parental authority provided by Civil Code increase. It is blue arrow. The number of cases of Child Welfare Law Article 28 does not change. Its color red and magenta. This graph shows to whom the crime for restricting parental authority. To take a note, the number of cases of loss and suspension of parental authority against mother, red color and magenta color, is two-thirds of all cases. It supports that in a single mother household, abuse or neglect of a child occurs. United Nations requests every country to protect child. Declaration of Rights of the Child is proclaimed by General Assembly on 20 November 1959. Principle 10. The child shall be protected from practices which may foster racial, religious, and any other form of discrimination. He shall be brought up in a spirit of understanding, tolerance, friendship among peoples, peace and universal brotherhood, and in full consciousness that his energy and talent should be devoted to the services of his fellow men. Next, we see Convention on the Rights of a Child in 1989. Article 3. In all actions concerning children, whether undertaken by public or private school, welfare institutions, courts of law, administrative authority, or legislative bodies, the best interests of the child shall be a primary consideration. Japanese government approved the convention in 1994. However, enacting laws corresponding to the convention delayed. The Act on Prevention, etc. of Child Abuse enacted in 2000. According to Article 2, child abuse is external injury on the body, engage in indecency, reduce the amount of food for the child, or abandon and neglect the child for a long time period, and use significantly violent language or take an extreme attitude of rejection. As increase of child abuse, to strengthen enforcement of the Act introduced inspection and search. Article 9(3) subsection 1 provides local government may cause an official engaged to inspect the domicile or residence of the child or search for the child, for ensuring safety of the child is confined and secured. As a respond Mia-chan case and other serious cases, on March 19, 2019, Prime Minister's office decided to strengthen a measure to prevent child abuse. By the Child Welfare Act and Act on the Prevention etc. of Child Abuse prohibit physical punishment by parents, and interruption of child welfare center is strengthened. However, the right of discipline by parents in civil code does not abolish.